There is a sort of digital money that is publicly issued and backed by the complete backing and trust of the United States government. This type of currency is known as a central bank digital money, CBDC, and the Federal Reserve would support and control it. Do you really think the Gerald Ford time, its very first bank of the United States, would support and control it? In addition to providing advantages such as quick payment settlement, the ease of cross-border transactions, and the promotion of broader financial inclusion, a CBDC might serve as an alternative to the several payment systems that are now in use. The exploration of digital currencies has begun in more than 130 nations, including those sponsored by the Chinese government. Although the United States and Russia are becoming more aware of the potential of digital currency, they are still behind Saudi Arabia and India, which have already begun pilot projects. A digital euro trial might begin as early as 2028. The fact that the United States Congress has given its approval to XRP is a big development. Why is this? The use of XRP for domestic and foreign transactions is supported by this approval, which is not confined to banks and other financial institutions, but rather is a global endorsement, particularly from the Federal Reserve of the United States. The United States Congress, along with other nations such as Brazil and India, recognizes the transition that is occurring on a global scale. An attempt to guess the name of the company with which these countries are working with. You read that correctly. Ripple. The United States of America is positioned to become a part of this financial development as other countries, including China, are working to develop digital currencies that will be issued by their central banks. For instance, Brazil is currently incorporating the XRP ledger and Ripple technology into their infrastructure. In the meantime, India, Russia, China, and South Africa have created a partnership to develop digital currencies that may be utilized by their respective central banks for transactions that take place across international borders. Since 2015, the United States has been on a path that is very similar, even in the middle of public conflicts with the Securities and Exchange Commission. This background indicates the covert partnership that Ripple has been working on with the United States government. A closer look reveals that the Federal Reserve may have considered collaborating with a blockchain startup in order to enable efficient payments with transaction times as short as 3 to 5 seconds. This is despite the fact that Ripple was not explicitly credited by the Fed when it officially launched its payment system on the market. It is important to remember that Ripple offered its NAB payment system to the Federal Reserve in the year 2015, which was a significant factor in the case that Ripple was facing for a decade. Ripple's eventual win in the Securities and Exchange Commission litigation was strongly indicated by this partnership. In more recent times, Gary Gensler has never failed to underline the possible application of Ripple's technologies by the Federal Reserve of the United States government. The Federal Reserve is expected to include Ripple and XRP into its payment systems for both domestic and foreign transactions, according to Gensler, who has voiced confidence in this likelihood. It is clear that solutions such as XRapid, XCurrent, and RippleNet, which are all based on XRP, will play a big role in order to accommodate Riverbank's official admission into the Federal Reserve's payment network. RippleNet is utilized by Riverbank, a well-known Ripple partner, and the XRapid and XCurrent systems are utilized by the bank. This demonstrates that the Federal Reserve's payment system is prepared to use XRP for international transactions because these platforms make use of XRP and its ledger to offer liquidity on demand. On the basis of this new development, it appears that the value of XRP may increase as its utility and usage are expanded. In the event that you are currently holding XRP, this is encouraging news for your investment. These integrations demonstrate how traditional banking systems are beginning to recognize the efficiency, speed, and cost-effectiveness of blockchain technology. This is in addition to the promise that cryptocurrencies have. In addition, the action taken by businesses such as Riverbank, in conjunction with Gary Gensler's support, indicates the beginning of the widespread deployment of financial technology. The financial sector will undergo seismic shifts as an increasing number of organizations acknowledge and capitalize on the possibilities of XRP. The interest of the Federal Reserve of the United States in XRP, as well as the government's ambition to implement it, have both been investigated by us. Other nations, on the other hand, are beginning to acknowledge its capacities. Watch the videos that are relevant to this topic for a more in-depth examination of the function that XRP plays in the digital euro project and the CBDCs of the BRICS nations for more information. In addition to the utilization of CBDC, the United States is investigating the use of XRP for the purpose of facilitating efficient cross-border transactions in both domestic and international financial activities. It is inevitable that the intrinsic value of a digital asset, such as XRP, will be affected when it is integrated into sizable financial systems. XRP's value is driven by its utility, which provides advantages in terms of transactional efficiency in the short term, as well as credibility in the long run. XRP is one example of a cryptocurrency that has established applications and has become increasingly appealing to investors and financial institutions as the demand for expedient and cost-expended international payments continues to rise. It is possible that XRP might become a valuable asset if it receives endorsements and integrations from large economies. Investors need to be informed, keep an eye on changes, and base their judgments on extensive study, despite the fact that its trajectory indicates a bright future. Because of its increasing use as a median currency for international transactions, analysts anticipate that the value of XRP might rise to anywhere between $10,000 and $35,000. XRP's potential as a central bank digital currency program was brought to attention by the managing director of Hill Capital, who emphasized these estimates because the value of XRP to rise, despite the fact that there is a considerable supply of the cryptocurrency. XRP may end the year with one of its greatest yearly candles, according to the forecasts of market specialists. The XRP ledger has the potential to facilitate the transfer of a sizable amount of the world's wealth if it were to enjoy widespread adoption as a median currency. In December, the bullish momentum might force XRP to maintain a price of $2, which would build a new macro support level that was previously held at 50 cents. This is according to the analyst, Greg. Continued attempts that XRP is making to recapture its all-time high of $3.30 and establish a foothold in the larger cryptocurrency market make this one of the most important moments for investors. Notable is the fact that Ralph, a well-known expert who had previously expressed negative opinions regarding XRP, has recently acknowledged the attractiveness of its chart. Ralph Familia had 10 uses of it on his show during his last couple of years, making a notable acknowledgement for an intention to get involved in the shortly expiration of picking it.